according to this anime, someone has disappeared. Who? I don't know. But, okay, so like, it's called Disappearance of, I forgot the name. But, like, someone disappears. Why would you tell me that? I don't want to know that someone disappears. I want a thing happy. This isn't made by any Plex. Or is it? Get back to you on that one. Anyway, Disappearance of somebody. I don't remember the name. Unprofessional. Jerry, you're not good at reviewing it. Shut up. Anyway, let us begin this show. Episode 1 of this show, The Disappearance of Nagato Yuki. Who's that guy? Well, it's a girl actually, so, she's a club owner, I think, of the literature club. I wonder if there's gonna be any murder in this show. She has a crush on this guy. That's it. They're going to plan a Christmas party. They run into some people. They have a competition. The show sucks so far. Episode 1 is supposed to make me excited. Make me feel for what the show is going to be. But honestly, I feel like getting stung by a million wasps. Because I don't feel anything. Yeah, now I can change any second now. Like, sheesh, my shoes could just disappear. That's scary. But is she actually gonna disappear? Just like a metaphor of some kind? What does it mean? So we'll find out. Well, that's just episode 1. So let me give it to you straight here. This anime, boring. First 4 episodes. Actually, 3.5. Yeah. Okay, so, episode 2. Episode 2. I genuinely do not remember what happened in episode 2, my bad. But I'm pretty sure it's almost a Christmas party. It's almost that time of year. It's Christmas. Ho, 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 and everything. Except it's like July. Or June. Maybe May. Anyway, it's not Christmas. But in the show it is. So, it's Christmas time. Happy New Year's. Blah, blah, blah. And it's a Christmas party. They're going to do it after a literature club, as I mentioned before. And they do it. They have blast. And they have a little time between Nagata... Not Yuki, Clara Yuki, between Yuki and the main character. I don't know his name. But in that time, it kind of like shows like, oh, this is what the show's going to be. It's about the love interest, blah, blah. Yeah. But there's also this character who's introduced in the middle of the series as well. Yellow Ribbons is what we'll call her. And she's not from their school, actually. She's from a whole different school. But she's like the sassy one from what I can tell. And also I should mention the other 2, green hair and weird one. Green hair is like mean. Weird one is awkward. Same with Yuki. That's all I can add. But I was so bored. I was unbelievably bored. I can't even express how bored I was. Episode 4 came along. Valentine's Day. She's gonna give Yuki's gonna give her crush a chocolate. But Yellow Ribbon gives him the chocolate first. Now, it wasn't meant to be some sort of like love confession type of way, but she dropped her chocolate and ran off, and then it ended. The show called The Disappearance of Yuki. It's starting. It's fine. The story's been written. The prophecy. No, they found her. They find her in episode 5. I was like so excited. Okay, so like it's like, oh, this is finally picking up. It's finally time for the show to become. No, they find her 5 minutes later. So that makes me wonder: is it just based off the 5 minutes of her being gone, or has something else happened later on in the show? Only one way to find out, and it's unfortunately by watching this. I so far don't like this anime. The intro sounds like a Disney theme, or Disney intro theme. We already talked about Sonora Shora, right? I don't like it. Or Shora, why I like that? Because of suspense. And it was made by Aniplex. This isn't made by Aniplex, sadly. It's just not good. I mean, even I'm watching the Japanese version because I tried watching the English and couldn't do it. I got distracted too easily. I don't know. It just haven't caught my eye yet. I haven't been appealed to it yet. But that can change any second now, so.
不必要に彼を意識してしまうのか。なぜ鼓動が早まるのか。
So I've just found out that there are 16 episodes of this show. May I bring up a point? The show's name is called The Disappearance of Yuki. She doesn't actually disappear. We'll get into that later. When I said that the only time she actually disappeared was in like 5 minutes of an episode, that wasn't a disappearance. That was just the beginning of what would actually happen. So, after episode 5, they go on a road trip. Yippee, fun times. And that's all they do. They just have a good time, grand old time at the field trip. They come back to the literature club, and Yuki almost gets hit by a car. Give me Fuka vibes, but she barely gets hit. She dodges it. But inside of that moment, she changes. She is no longer the Yuki that we know. She is another person. And this is first shown in her introduction episode, where I'll call her Mom, where the mother, not actually, but like, I don't know her name, but like the mother says, "Who are you?" Then it cuts off. But lucky for me, all the episodes are out. So, next episode, it is told that after the car almost hit her, her thoughts remained, her appearance remained, but her personality was different. But the fact that this show went from the worst experience of my life, I dare say, I would rather watch Azuki-chan again. This turned from boring to freaking making me wonder what is real and what is fake. This show is better than I expected. So remember how I said it wasn't a disappearance? That's a disappearance. It's not an actual disappearance. It's a disappearance of her herself. And that is so good. I like that. I have never seen that happen before. I've never seen a story like that, and that is so good. Now, you all probably have, but hey, I just watch anime. I watched the quintessential quintuplets. Do you think I've heard of this story before? No. But that does without saying, I am not finished with this show. I'm only on episode 12. I have about 4 more episodes to go. And then I'll get you all caught up after that, but I don't know. I went into the show expecting it to be bad, and right now I think I'm actually going to cry during this show. I think they're going to have an emotion that hasn't been scientifically discovered yet. They're going to create a new emotion with this anime. Like, well, how do you feel? Listen, therapist, I feel like anime.
だったら告白の答えはこれしかないだろう。長門、きっと俺はさ、お前を好きになってたよ。
So, I don't know what to say. It's not like it doesn't conclude a story. It makes me wonder, like Orashora did. Except it kind of gave me like that idea, like make it yourself. This just makes me wonder, where's season 2? This show came out in 2015. It's currently year unknown. So where is it? It's a great anime. The Disappearance of Nagato Yuki-Chan, I said it, is something that starts as boring as all heck. I almost fell asleep watching the first 4 episodes. But halfway through episode 4 does it pick up. Now the way it does it, it makes the main character Yuki disappear. Name of the show, right? No, they find her 5 minutes later, okay. And then after that, the actual disappearance is not a literal disappearance, but it's her mind. Her memories are there, but her personality is different. It is the disappearance of the actual Yuki, and it's this new Yuki of a different variety. Now, our main love interest of Yuki is liking the new Yuki more than the old one because they're actually having conversation and talking. And so this causes a little bit of a trouble when old Yuki finally comes back after all the memories have been restored and stuff like that. He is silent. He doesn't say a word. He wants to. He thinks words, but no word come out. He doesn't go through his ape instincts. He keeps silent. And he wants to say, he's stupid, but he never does. In the final episode with the fireworks, after all their camping trips for Literature Club, when it's all said and done, he says what's been on his mind. He says everything he's felt after old Yuki or new Yuki left. And she didn't hear him. So new Yuki had feelings for Yuki's love interest. This is not even a love triangle, this is a whole love wreath. But anyway, the guy, after she disappeared, he's really angry. He's like, why did you wait until you're gone? Bleh. And so he's just been holding all that back. So he finally says how he feels. She didn't hear him. Old Yuki didn't hear him. It's like, sorry, fireworks are too loud. What did you say? And he said, I said nothing. He got it off his chest. He's happy. Whatever. Yeah, sure. And then, after all is said and done, nothing comes of it. They go on to their next year like nothing happened. Which makes me wonder, is this a cliffhanger? Or is this left for interpretation? This shows me 2015, 2016. So, if it is a cliffhanger, where's season 2? If it isn't, then what are we supposed to interpret? I can understand, like, yeah, it's all canon now, but I don't know. Orochimaru did it better, to be honest. But that's not, I guess that's not really the main focus of this show. It's about the more physiological, I guess that's the right word, context of it. With it not being a literal disappearance. As I said, this show was so boring during its like first 4 episodes. Then halfway through it got better, and then it got boring again. And then episode 10 is where it picks up again. It's like, oh, no, we're not a bad show. We're a terrible show that will make you wonder. Because again, she almost got hit by the car. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. She almost got hit by the car, and then her memories or her personality switched with this new person. There's not much more I can say. That was the disappearance of Yuki.
What was that?
Sorry, Dad, I didn't mean to.
Jerry, that was the last thing I had of your mother.
I'm sorry.
Get out!
Larry, help.
Don't talk to him, son. He isn't part of our family.